What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook Pals? It's Pluck the Bunny with another Book Nook unboxing, and today we are taking a look at the intense Abandoned Gothic Church, one of the newest kits by Fifijoy. Alright, so again, I really love the Fifijoy packaging. They always put a lot into it, a lot of cool details on the side. I just love the depth of field in their photographs. The cool font they used here, some pictures of it on the back, including its dimensions. And just really atmospheric minimalist photo on the front. My reflected light aside, but let's roll up our sleeves, give ourselves a good blessing, and dive into the Abandoned Gothic Church. Alright, and we're back with Fifijoy's Abandoned Gothic Church. So let's dig into it. I got a new box. It's a little slick. I like it. Always love to see bubble wrap on top. It could be a little bit more bubble wrap, I'm not going to lie. And I am seeing new stuff. I always love to see new stuff in a kit. I always love to see a company innovate. So let's take a look at what, I don't know, I've done 2 unboxings tonight, guys, and this is the second one in a row that has tape in it. But we're gonna just close this up for a second, just because I want to focus on the things that are in here. So first off, like an actual decent ruler. This is plastic. This is reusable. I like that it can be wiped down if you use it as a straight edge for an alcohol marker. But this is really nice. This is really nice, guys. I'm gonna put that right in my toolbox, right there. We do have a really nice multicolor fall burnt browns and so this is going to be foam grass. So these are little thin sponge, like almost like the balls that you get on a sweater, like the pills. And this, you put some glue down, you put this down, it really gives you good terrain texture. I really like this. We have some of the pulled cotton that they like to use for their clouds and stuff. So that's going to be that right there. All right. We have our typical foamy moss. Now, pro tip with this that I never used, that I've never said before. If you have like dry skin, like I have drier skin, this thing, or just if this stuff sticks to my hands like crazy. So every time I'm trying to work with it, when I move my hand away, pulls everything off. So I do find using a rubber glove, like a medical glove, or like a food glove, does help when working with this. So a little tip. We have a couple metal rings in here. I did see what looked like a hanging lantern in there. So that's probably what this metal chain and rings are for. I am not gonna. You can see the chain and the rings in there. I'm not going to pull them out because I don't want to lose them. We do have this masking tape. This is very thin masking tape. We have, wait a second, I can measure it now. Haha. This is 5mm wide tape. I don't know if it's going to be to help us mask out certain areas to make the designs, or if it's going to be part of the build itself. I don't know. All right. And then we have actual like wood chips, guys. We have mulch in here, and I'm guessing it's because this does include the exterior of the church, and there's going to be some terrain building in here, and I've been working on my terrain building, experimenting with it a little, and I am really happy to see that in this kit. I think that's a really cool I think that's a really cool foray into making these a little more dioramic and a little less pieces. Now, some will say that does pull it a little bit out of Book Nook territory, and I don't disagree, but I like to branch out a little as I progress in a hobby. So we have a cool sheet here of plastic, but will be stained glass, and I'm assuming light's gonna pass through this. Let's see if I can do a cool picture for you guys here. Yes, you can see light does pass through that quite nicely. They like to do their stained glass. We also have our decal sheet here, some very small scale. So this is going to be a big building, even in traditional scale. You know, let's finish up with our tools. The sheet here is going to be our tape sheets for wire management. They're garbage, so I'm going to get rid of them, but the fact that there's two does tell me we're going to have to probably do quite a bit of cable management in this kit. So it does look like we got quite a bit of tools included in here. So we have our Thor's hammer. They're always a little sticky. Maybe, I don't know why, but always, every time, from like every manufacturer. That'll go in the armory. We have these scissors, which I showed in a previous unboxing. They look like they belong in kindergarten, but they actually are deceivingly, that's a clean edge, they're deceivingly functional. Class A tweezers, standard pink. Our balloon pink emery board, which we will sacrifice, and then we have our lighting setup. So interesting here, we have only one hole in the battery box. So we have our battery box and our touch sensor. They're wired internally in here, which is going to make it a little bit more of a pain if you want to customize it, because we really don't have a lot of wires here to work with. So I'm probably going to have to pop this open and risk just it not working anymore in order to disable this touch sensor. But, you know, that's the way it goes. But let's take a look at what lights we do have in here. Okay, we have, and this is something that Fifijoy has been doing lately. And if you've watched the Irish pub unboxing I did, I pointed out in there. So a lot of times the kits with the more complicated lighting setups, like the Navarin Kowloon 2049 or some of their other stuff, they will experiment with the different color wires, and then it just gets so confusing because is that the green blue or is that the green purple? Is that the orange black or is that the red black, right? But here, there's no ambiguity, because not only are all the wires red and black, but they shrink wrap the LED connections in distinct colors. So there was no really confusing which is our green LED and which is our blue LED. So I like that. So it looks like we got 5 standard LEDs, 2 strips, 3 AAAs. So progress in the battery power department, but this integrated box, which I don't love because I'm a customizer, but also the other thing I like about the old battery boxes is even if you are not a customizer, the fact that you can disconnect the cables from those ports makes it a little easier to work with them while you're building. But, you know, that's just my preference. So we got some more stained glass pieces here. All right, obviously it's a church. There's going to be a lot, a Gothic church, there's going to be a lot of stained glass. Our instruction manual, pretty standard for Fifijoy, right? They're going to be all computer rendered images. All right. What I do like is they do blow up their inserts. Oh, is this reversed? Let's reverse it. There we go. Look at that, how much better that is. They do inserts on here. Sorry guys, they do blow up inserts, and that kind of helps you focus on the specific areas, because sometimes with these fully rendered pieces, instead of using black and whites or like skeletal 3D wireframe renderings, it's harder to see where pieces go. So I like that they do those blow up inserts. And then, I mean, this is, guys, this is solid. Happily for me, edge painting is going to be easy on this, guys. You can go as simple as the gray furniture marker. Another thing, if you want to up the game, as I knock stuff down, if you want to up the game just a little bit, okay, Varathane has a grayscale. You can see I use my mouth to open these markers because I don't take my health seriously enough. But Varathane has a set of grayscale furniture markers, so it goes a lot more variation, specifically among the grays of these furniture markers, which lets you get a lot more variation without having to go into acrylic painting. But again, you can also go with your acrylic painting ones. And I'm also going to put a set of really nice acrylic grayscale markers that give you a lot of tones that you don't get in other kits. The one thing I will say about that set that I link, and please, when I eventually inevitably forget to put them in the video description, please leave me a comment to add it. But the one thing, the criticism I will have about that kit is the swatches on the box and the caps do not match the ink. So make sure you make yourself a swatch card when you get the kit, so you know what things actually look like. So Fifijoy is really nice pieces here, good thickness. All right, double-sided printing where we need it. You can tell there's a lot of variation in these grays here. These are not flat images. They have depth to them. One thing that this company's always done incredibly well is their stonework and their details and patterns. You can see it here. That puddle of blood and these bloody this bloody trail is not very it's not very comforting, but you can see here again they are very good at their variations in their stones. Really gives it a lifelike feel. I mean, just the detail work that they put in to their printing and their patterning is really, in my opinion, where Fifijoy excels. Like, let's say you gave the same design, just the same design, and you printed it in every kit. Cute Bee is going to have a really Cute Bee's going to really have a very very full design. It's going to be lots of graphics on top of everything, it's going to be very overloaded, not in a bad way, but there's a lot of visual information in a Cute Bee kit. Then you're going to take a look at a Roll Life kit. And the Roll Life kit is going to be a lot of simple flat planes, and it's going to just give you a nice blank canvas for you to paint your impression on, but it's also going to be a very, very simple but very clean. It's going to get that message across without too much. It gets the message across in just as many words as it needs to. Okay, and then you're gonna give it to Mini City, and Mini City is gonna architecturally have the best, right? There's gonna be spiral staircases, there's gonna be columns, there's gonna be roof struts and joists and arches and pillars and stone archways that are just gonna blow you away. And then you're gonna look at Fifijoy, and the printed patterns on a Fifijoy kit are gonna feel the most lifelike, the most finished right out the gate. It's gonna make you want to not just take that that gray furniture marker and dye one edge. It's gonna make you want to take a bunch of different acrylic markers and try and mimic the busyness and the life of the pattern that is on those sides. That's my little aside comparison of all the different brand styles. I love them all. They all have their place, and they all look great together on a shelf. But, you know, different takes. And a good way is to take the same subject matter and buy that kit from multiple pieces. So a great one is Platform 9 3/4. Roll Life has Platform 9 3/4. Tone Shear has a Platform 9 3/4. Funpola has one. Penny Excel has one. But if you put all those next to each other, you get a really great picture of the different styles of the different manufacturers. So again, we got a curved piece here, and that's nice and flexible, which is good because it's a newer kit. So it should be flexible. Some more here. Double side printing where it's needed. So we're not going to see on every piece, but guys, really the camera just doesn't do the justice of all the texture and the grit and the feel you get. One thing is, I'm gonna have to 3D print some statues, because really you just can't have such a beautiful kit and these flat statues in there, especially when you build this out into a 3D object. But I mean, it's just absolutely, I mean, look at this. Look at the variation in colors and patterns. It's really special. It's really special. It's really something that you know, you only see in these Fifijoy kits. You know, you get these little details like this that tell a story. Really is something, guys, and I can't wait to build the terrain on this. So I'm gonna try and not make a bunch of puns because I don't want to belittle the subject matter for anyone who you know, is devout. But I'm really loving what I'm seeing here. Lots of new things. Always love new materials, new supplies. Can't wait to get into this one. Abandoned Gothic Church. It may have been, the church may have been abandoned, but don't abandon the kit. Make sure, if you like the subject matter, if you like Gothic architecture, if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for a canvas for a Halloween build, Abandoned Gothic Church is your way to go. Newly released or coming out in the next couple of weeks from Fifijoy. I'll put a link in the call comments. That's my 911 dispatcher day job coming through. I will put a link in the video description. Until then, this is Plug the Bunny saying good looking, good nooking.